I'm Raza, however you want to pronounce it. And I'm going to be doing my Silver Unit 1 Part C, my Arts Award. It's meant to be an events review. So, firstly, the arts event which I attended was Gregory Crewdson. I think it's Crewdson. I'll be in the blog post or whatever. And I was at the photographer's gallery. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it was really different to the photography which I'm used to, and I don't think I really pay attention to that type of photography. What art forms were involved and what happened? Well, as I say, it was a photography gallery exhibition. It was mainly about. It was like a series of photographs sprawling all over their 3 floors, which is the first time they've had an exhibition take up the whole entire building. All the photographs were a lot of nudity, actually. So there was a lot of nudity, but it wasn't like raw nudity. It was like in a setting. So it was all based around this one town, kind of like a ghost town. They were all in cabins and caravans. Excuse my phone, and it all seemed like very broken down. It was in a cold environment. There was a lot of snow, a lot of woodland, broken down, a lot of mess. People were naked, and it wasn't like general the way we visualize what's good looking and what's beautiful. It was like normal people. There was a lot of pills scattered around, so I guess that kind of implies what sort of lifestyle these people were living. It kind of felt everyone's facial expressions were really dull and dead. No one had any emotion. So that was really interesting in that setting. So it seems like there was a reason for that, perhaps. In one of the photos, there was a lady who just got out of a car and her clothes were sprawled all over the floor. She was naked looking out to the river, and there was a bridge above her. And on that bridge, it was graffitied, "Help!" ! So I guess I interpreted that if you pieced it all together, it could kind of tell a story, or it would make for a really good movie. I felt like maybe there was some outside force controlling them, or they were all like holiday makers who came in caravans and they got kidnapped into this village and they forgot about their past, and they were murdered, or they murdered other people, or raped perhaps, who knows. I don't know. It was very dark, very, very, very dark. So it was interesting. It was different. It was photography to tell a story, which often photography can do, but not in this sense. The whole thing was very cinematic. Like it was lit very cinematically. He has a whole crew, so he has a crew with lighting, and when you look at the behind the scenes, it looks like a film set. So it was very different, and I think what could have been done better. Well, it's very hard to say because it was a really outstanding exhibition. I think. Even down to the focus, I was looking for pixels in the photos and I just couldn't see any pixels. Nothing like that was wrong with the photo, like technically wise. I think it was very full on, and all the photos follow the same kind of subject. I think maybe he could have taken like a little bit of a more relaxing approach, or a more varied approach between photos, so they all kind of felt the same sometimes, which I guess could be what he's going for, but at the same time, yeah, I think it was difficult. But I think every photo was really carefully composed down to the footsteps and the items scattered around. It was really, really good. I have been to art galleries before, but I think I've been to some photo exhibitions, not from my recent memory, but yeah, my mum's an artist, so I've been to her exhibitions and stuff like that, but I've never really been to a photography exhibition like this at all, so nothing where it like kind of tells a story over a series of photos shot in this cinematic way with this kind of like, amount of nudity in this setting. It all seemed very dark and different, very unique. I'd never seen anything like this before, I'd say, in this particular way. Has it sparked my interest in anything I perform as art form, venue, writer, etc.? I think I'd like to look into what this guy has done, because from Leslie and everybody else's, what they were saying, it seemed like they were saying his other art is quite dark, but not this dark. And I mean, I'd just like to see what sort of stuff that is, and he seems very interesting. He's a true artist, and he seemed quite depressed in his interview. So and then after his divorce, which he mentioned, so I'd like to see his artwork before his divorce maybe, and how that influenced his art. that can be quite interesting in terms of like the art form. I've always been interested in photography, and for me and any filmmaker, you know, I think most filmmakers and photographers do both, and it comes to a point where you have to decide. And I've decided on being a director in filmmaking, but photography will always be my hobby, and yeah, I do love it, so I will definitely start going to galleries more. When I think of galleries, I think about as boring, old people, just looking at pictures. And I guess in this new age with Instagram and stuff, it's taken away that value of the art gallery and the photography exhibition. But I think there really is a difference. You appreciate the photos more in that environment. So I will be looking at some other galleries and hopefully be able to get more involved. Would I recommend it to others? For sure, because I think this type of photography I've never seen before. I didn't even know it could be done in this way. I think he really explored the art form to its maximum potential, and I think it's a really interesting thing. Obviously, if you can handle that sort of thing, but I think it's really interesting. And even if you don't like it, it's cool to know that is a way in which photography can be used. So, yeah. Next questions. What arts event did you? I've just taken 2. Okay. Hope you enjoyed my little review for my Arts Award, Unit 1, Part C, Silver. And yeah, goodbye, whoever's watching this. Now I have to find the stop recording button.